The Night Witches, the insane true story of World War II's female bombers. They flew in near silence in wooden biplanes from another era. They dropped bombs on German troops while dodging gunfire with no parachutes. And they were all women. The Nazis called them the Night Witches, and they were terrified of them. During World War II, the Soviet Union formed an all-female bomber regiment unlike anything the world had seen. They weren't just fighting fascism, they were fighting sexism, doubt, and death every time they took to the skies. This is the true, insane story of the Night Witches and how they changed history under cover of darkness. In 1941, as Nazi Germany pushed deep into Soviet territory, the Red Army was desperate for pilots. A woman named Marina Ryskova, the Soviet Amelia Earhart, convinced Stalin to form a women's Air Force unit, not to inspire, but to fight. Thus began the 588th Night Bomber Regiment. But these women weren't given glory. They were given scraps. Outdated Polikarpov Po-2 biplanes made of plywood and canvas. No radios, no guns, no parachutes. They had to fly at night, low, slow, and silent. And the world laughed. Until they started winning. The Night Witches developed tactics that were both brilliant and terrifying. They would cut their engines before reaching the target, gliding silently over German camps, then dropping bombs and vanishing into the night. The whooshing sound of their planes, barely audible until it was too late, sent chills down Nazi spines. They flew up to 8 missions per night, often in freezing weather, navigating by maps stitched to their knees and tracers lighting up the sky. But beyond tactics, what held them together was camaraderie. These were teenagers, teachers, students, thrown into war. They sewed their own uniforms, shared boots, and rewrote what courage looked like. In 1943, during a critical mission over the Caucasus, a crew led by Nadezhda Popova flew through enemy fire to bomb a heavily fortified Nazi base. Her plane was hit, holes torn through the wings, bullet fragments embedded in the fuselage. But she kept going, flying 10 missions that night. She returned to base riddled with damage, frostbitten, exhausted, and ready to fly again. The Germans began calling them Nachtwechseln, Night Witches, believing they used black magic to fly undetected. In truth, they used courage, strategy, and willpower stronger than steel. By war's end, the Night Witches had flown over 23,000 combat sorties. They were awarded dozens of medals, broke every barrier thrown at them, and proved women belonged on the front lines. Their story isn't folklore. It's history, and it's time more people knew it. What do you think about the Night Witches? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more stories like this, check out our next video. Like, subscribe, and keep uncovering the past.